Instagram, Facebook. You know me, Martin Morris, toldtobetobroke.com. When you take a little look, sign is out. Always look at my residency in my Marriott. Took so many years to construct. I love that building. How are you guys doing? You know me, spent $190 to get my taxes done at H&R Block. Now owe the government $1,632. And you know what? I'd do it again. I made an extra $25,000 to $26,000, and all I had to pay the government was $1,632, and I got to keep the rest of that, man. Hey, man, I do that every time, every day. And then wait till I get my student loan paid off. That's why I say, if you can deduct some of your student loan based on an amount. I believe it's under $35,000 and you make under 100 grand, you can get some percentage deducted from your income tax if you do a schedule. So you use it. You can also use that student loan debt too. So I had to pay the $190, paid the $1,632 fee. So now my taxes are done for until 2023. Now that means I can focus on growing my business of helping you guys pay off your student loans. Look at what happened in the stock market today. 280, S&P down, I don't know, probably another 110. NASDAQ probably down another 25 or 30 points. Oil collapsing down to $2 to the $68. You know what that all means? We're going to have to watch Grant Cardone's marketing. We need to learn how to market. You know what that means? You thought you had to market before, you're going to have to market harder. Repeat the message. That's what I'm learning. Repeat the message. In order to lose billions, you know what that means? Billions had to be invested. That is a great idea. That's why I left my job. I was making $1,800 extra. I learned from Grant Cardone. I got to take the program from the Unbreakable Challenge and put it to use. What we're going to be working on from now until August is just who's got our money, man? Who's got my money? How can I? And you know, you have to give a product to them, man. Look at all the people who gave all the billions to the bank, man. That shows you don't need to even deliver a product. And the Silicon Valley Bank, they were still asking for money. And they had lost about $2.5 billion. Can you give them another? We already fucked away $2.5 billion. Can you give us another $1.5 billion? And they probably would almost got it. I think someone will buy them, man. That's what Grant says. You don't even need to deliver a product. I'll get it to you sometime, baby. Fuck me now. I'll be a good man later. If you're good with the line, let her know. Because if I don't deliver it, I know you're gonna leave me. See, that's what you don't need a product. You don't need anything. Marketing is everything. Remember, I worked at my other job. I was standing there for 2 or 3 hours. I knew every close Grant Cardone. Hey, have you seen enough to make a decision? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would your husband say no to? Do you have confidence in the product? Do you have confidence in the price? If it's the price, what's wrong with the price? It's the product. What do you recommend? I know I am pressuring you. I'm pressuring you because I want to help you make the right decision. Ain't no motherfucking body in the goddamn store. Ain't nobody. Who you gonna close yourself? You only close yourself to at least get there, man. That's what people are all trying to out competitive. Marketing, if the company did a better job of just getting more customers in, that's what I was building with all those no's. I was trying to build like this big funnel of no's. And then eventually in like a month or two, it'd be so big, I keep squeezing them. Have you seen enough to make a decision? Have you seen enough to make a decision? Hey, in addition to that, let me show you this one. You may not want to buy this one. Let me show you the higher price one. Squeeze, and I kept squeeze. I had like, my sales would have been, I'd have like $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 sales days, just like that. But you know what? They didn't want to fucking give me what I wanted, so I had to, as Phil Collins says, I can't walk, I can't dance, I do the thing like the way I walk. And on top of it, they cut your hours. So I got out at the right time. But it's all about marketing, and that's what we're going to work on. That's why. You want to pay off your student loan $5,233 a year. Would you like to reduce your student loan by that much? Let me help you. I had a student loan that was $94,485 down to $5,988. If you could just take half of what I have with this program, so I have $39.99, $1,997. Some of you guys have $100,000, $200,000 loans. Now, if you're telling you in this collapsing environment, if you don't pay off your loans, your interest rate's going to go up. They're going to raise it regardless because you are a credit risk. The banks are already struggling. So what are the companies going to do when they find somebody who has like a big student loan, ain't been paying on it? You think they're going to give you a lower interest rate for credit, especially what's going on now? You'll get, like, say for example, you can get a credit card for 10% or 30%, and you use $10,000 debt a year. If it's 10%, you only pay $1,000 in interest. If it's 20%, you're paying $2,000 in interest off a $10,000 loan. You could have paid me $300, $400, $500, $600, got your student loan reduced, and then had an extra $500 left, man. Take a trip to Miami and Vegas, man. Watch what happens. Or maybe it prevents you from getting a place to live. They say, oh, this motherfucker got a whole, like, you'd be like the people in my apartment. Hey, person on the second floor, did you get the envelope for the second time? I'm going to read it. If I see it the third time, I'm going to read it, man. I got to see what's in that envelope, man. I've seen it twice. Once you see it twice, I got to do it. It's like, I'm going to read that motherfucker, man. See what that motherfucking nigga say, man. Are they saying you can move out or they want to give you a lease? Don't let me come out there and see it. I know, man. I've been there, man. I know what it's like. I used to go to, when I went to UC Davis, I got kicked out of my apartment. And she just disappeared. Well, her roommate just up and disappeared, man. And the owner finally came down. Martin, the rent is $750. If you don't pay the rent, you're going to have to step, bro. I said, yes, sir. And then what I have to do, I have to step, man. It happens. They'll get rid of you sooner or later. I don't care if it's any economy, this economy, that economy, inner city. You don't pay your rent, and it's a smart enough landlord, your ass is on the street. He kicked me out on the street. And trust me, I know what it's like to live in my car. Talk to you about that later. But today, pay down that student loan, reduce that debt. When there's a money problem, there's a student loan payment problem, there's a money problem. I want to help you solve it. But just be rest assured, interest rates are going to go up. If you're carrying large debts, they are going to raise your rates on your credit cards, any line of credit, and even on your initial loan. If they may say, hey, other than a student loan, they can raise that rate, raise it. Miss one payment, they'll get you. 203thebroke.com, 203thebroke.com. I spent my $190, paid $1,632. Now let's turn that into $163,000. So subscribe. I want you guys to get on board with me. We're going to do some great things. Now it's all about marketing, because it's going to get worse before it gets better. And if you got a student loan, if it's 0% or 7%, you got the best interest rate in the world.